Today on the channel, it's all coming up dragons lately with Mythic Legions. This time, another dragon with Big Bad Toy Store exclusive, Stavros.
And the spirit of Ultimate Warrior will run forever!
Welcome everyone, Kyle here, and welcome back to the channel for another Mythic Legions unboxing and review. And today on the channel, we got the Big Bad Toy Store exclusive, Stavros, the Mighty Dragon. But for all your Mythic Legion needs that are not Big Bad Toy Store exclusives, make sure you're hitting up jaystoysandgames.com. Use discount code Kyle, save yourself 15% on all in-stock items. Gotta get a deal out there. And of course, going to do this review like we do all the other reviews on the channel. We're going to take a look at the packaging. We're going to talk about it. We're going to unbox it. We're going to talk about it. We're going to see where it goes from there. And what can you say about this dragon? A little bit of time coming. It's part of what, the 25th anniversary of Big Bad Toy Store. So he's got the Big Bad Toy Store colors. Of course, Cosmic Mythic Legion's been available at Big Bad Toy Store basically since the inception. So it's a nice partnership here. And we get this big repaint, because that's really what it is. We've seen this in the blue variety, basically the green variety, of course, a few twists and turns along the way with both of them, and this one included. But of course, going to do this review like we do all the other reviews on the channel. We're going to take a look at the packaging. We're going to talk about it. We're going to unbox it. We're going to talk about it. We're going to see where it goes from there. So without further ado, let's see what Stavros, don't call him Stravros, call him Stavros, of course. Big box, big heavy figure, big piece of plastic, big window box. Perfect for an autograph if you see him at like a dragon convention. Got the name down here. Looks like something out of like power metal from Europe is what this guy really reminds me of. Even the name kind of feels like a power metal van. Looks like he's going to be a member of something out there. Who knows what it could be? You could be dancing with Kai Hansen. Who knows? Of course, Halloween and Gamma Ray, a lot of those bands. Maybe Ed Guy. You never know what he may be up to there. But it does look very interesting. Packaging style, big box. Love that going on. Very cool on the side. Nothing really going on over here. We do get War and Peace on the side. We'll see if we need to read that, but you can always pause the video, of course. Then on the back, there he is with this big sword. Oh, a dragon with a big sword. Watch out. The tables have turned, of course. But it basically talks about the partnership between Big Bad Toy Store and the Horseman on the side. So like I said, you can pause the video. You can check all that out if that is your thing at the end of the day. Now let's pull him out and see what Stavros is going up to right here. I'm sure he's up to no good. A gentle off to the side. See you later, because why wouldn't we? Why wouldn't be a little gentle? Look at this. We got a tail, a sword, some hands, an axe. Oh my gosh, he's ready to go. He's ready to take on the world. And a big, big guy. And it's funny, with all this this stuff on, he almost looks like a little person. He's got a very big top side up there and very short in stature in the legs is how it looks. And I don't know if it's just because of the garb on him, but definitely interesting. I see some reused parts from some ogres as well along the way, but there he is in the plastic prison. But I'm going to take Stavros offline, get him out of the package. We'll be back talking all things Mythic Legion's Dragon. All right, time to dive into Stavros, the Big Bad Toy Store exclusive, big giant dragon. And the Legions team, of course, knows a thing or two about dragons. Over the last couple of years, we've had different dragon figures of different sizes. And of course, recently, the big Kickstarter, the big Back the Dragon campaign, about $1,000 for the dragon, the wings, the extras. A very successful campaign for the Legion's crew over there. Going to be very interesting if this becomes a yearly tradition with a big Kickstarter from the Legions. But I'm very excited to see this big dragon. It'll be about 35 pounds, take up about this whole table. No idea where I'm going to put that. That'll be a problem for future Kyle, I guess is what we'll call that one there. But we're worried about the dragon we have right here. And in a plot twist, this dragon, he wears clothes. But we're going to dive into the accessories first with him. Got two gripping hands out of the package. And then, of course, you got two splayed out hands, almost the cum hands going on right here. He's got the big old nail claws right there on the front, looking very, very nice in black. Love the black color of this one, too, for the dragon. Looking really good there. Here we got the tail. This one gave me fits, as my grandma would say, as I've had to put this tail on other versions of the characters from Legions with this one. Extremely difficult. Your mileage may vary, of course, but I had quite the time trying to get this on one of the other figures a while back. We do have articulation in this tail, which is always cool to see as well. Very cool. Reminds you of a little bit of an alligator, crocodile, maybe a caiman. You're right, McFarlane from the couch. Very cool tail on this one. Then it hooks right around the waist, clamps in there. The more you know, folks, the more you know. Now, we got big shoulder guards on this guy here. If you want to take everything off, which I strongly recommend not to, unless you don't ever want it to go back on again, you can plug the holes. And everybody knows I'm really good at plugging the holes. Just ask my wife, of course. But this dragon, you can plug the holes in the back there, and you can use these in there. So very nice to include these here, because I guess not everybody wants a night-looking dragon. It doesn't make a lot of sense for some people. They just want a black dragon. Well, they're in luck, and you can plug these into the back sockets if you need to. Of course, weapons here for this dragon. He's not just using his claws, his teeth, and his fiery breath. He's got the big four-bladed axe, the short axe on this one. Now, we've seen this with many a ogre figure over the years. Oh, he took a header. He took a dragon header right here at the table. You stay right there. No more falling over for you. But we've seen this before, but it is colored nicely. It's not just one color. You got the nice red and gold coloring to it. Got the spike down there on the end. Very ornate, very nice. Even better is this big sword. It's very cool to have a dragon, kind of a Knights of the Round Table dragon is what this feels like. But I love this sword. Love the gold against there. You got dings and dents on it, some scrapes. It's been through the battles, of course. You got like a big bat almost, it looks like, down here. Looking good with those wings. Now, mine is folded in a little bit here. A little rubbery on the ends on this one here, and I do notice that. But does look very cool, very ornate. As we're falling again, I caught him. I saw him out of the side of my eye. Well, okay, we'll start you. We're done with this sword anyways. But very cool to get this big sword for the dragon. But now, time for the dragon himself. Stavros, looking cool, and I love this dragon head. We've seen it. I think this is the third time we've seen this head. This time, though, in black with those white teeth really making it pop. And, of course, the red eyes. And even kind of like a little tealish blue color around the eyes as well. Giving it that Dungeons & Dragons feel is what it reminds me of there. But a very cool head on this. You got the big horns out the back. Just wish we could have a fire accessory that you could put a little attachment into. But, man, a big, big mouth. And you don't need multiple heads with a dragon like this because the mouth tells so much. Have it closed. Have it halfway open. Have it all the way open. Very fun to do that. Of course, head's going to go all the way around right here. Very, very cool. Love that a lot. Getting down to the body, we've seen the body before. Got the scaliness of course, a dragon, a crocodile. Yes, a caiman, of course, an alligator too. We got the scaliness throughout on this one. Got the reuse going there. But the big thing different on this one is, of course, the clothes. And I know most people don't close their dragons, but here we are this time. Start with the big shoulder guards on the top. Love kind of the bright redness. It almost looks like vac metal is kind of what it reminds you of, but nice red color over here. Really like the looks of those. Got a couple of buckles here on the front. Then you get down to the belt, and this is one of those belts we've seen with the ogres a time or two, the green ones, all the ones. We've seen this belt. It is, I guess, the dragon heavyweight title belt. You got the all-seeing eye right there in the middle. A couple of bones of the non-believers down here that he collected along the way, but a beautiful one right there for all things considered. Forearm guards, got to have that. Matches the shoulders as well. Talked about the gripping hands over here. He does got some shin guards down here, and these are a nice bright red. Remind me of a young Darren Dutch Dalton. All Philadelphia Phillies catching legend. A favorite of mine in my childhood. Shout out to old Dutch Dalton. Unfortunately passed away quite a few years ago. But love those going there. You've got some spikes coming out the side. Looking very cool. He does got those duck-like feet, like a platypus or something, but he's got those very duck-like feet. Once again, those big toenails going there. 3 toes on him here as well. Now, articulation, the arm does go all the way around. Those backing shoulder guards do move out of the way. No bicep cut on this one, but you get a single jointed elbow with the side to side. Hands removable, back forth, side to side. Forearm guards are removable. Everything is removable right here, as we know. You do get the waist articulation. You do get those big old dragon splits. He's ready to go. He's ready to do the splits if he needs to. Legs go up like so. Bend at the knees, single jointed, side to side, back and forth. Ankles side to side, back and forth as well. He does got the skirt going on down here. And once again, it is wired. So I love that. It gives a little extra whimsical nature to it. Got the gladiator protection around the side as well. He does got the big zip up, Velcro up. How about shirt? It does Velcro on the back. Once again, though, very difficult to get off. If you want to take the time to get it off, going to take you a little time to get it back on, but it is possible if that is your thing. But like this, and it's got a very Knights of the Round Table, old sword and sorcery kind of emblem in the front. Now, a lot of people say this is the Big Bad Toy Store logo kind of ingrained in here with a little bit of the Horseman logo type thing. kind of merging the two brands, signifying the partnership is what it kind of represents. Not a bad look, all things considered. I really like this one, though. I liked it the minute they announced it. I like a big figure. I like the Mythic Legions. I like the Cosmic Legions. I like a big dragon. So I'm here for this. This is barking up the right tree for me here. A pricey guy, of course. Maybe there'll be a sale one of these days. We'll see what happens. But this is a lot of fun. However, if I'm going to get a dragon, I only had one dragon in my collection. I want one of them naked dragons. That's what I want. I want one that's breathing fire that doesn't have a whole lot of clothes on, because this guy does look like a little person dragon is what it reminds me of. And I guess if we get the big Kickstarter dragon, you put these ones together, this could be the baby one in his baby clothes against that. You could maybe play that game if you wanted to. But all things considered, fun to get a figure like this. I do like the black coloring on this one, as the other ones have been pretty vibrant in the blue and, of course, the green. I got the green guy over here looking very cool. Obviously, as you can see, reuse across the board here. Obviously, new accessories on this, but the base is this one. But you can see the striking difference between the bright kind of fluorescent green to the dark black on this one. But very, very fun. Very, very nice. I'm here for this. I'm sure we'll see this body utilized a few times or two, especially if it's going to be the year of the dragon next year. We might get more releases of this guy with different colors, all kinds of stuff. It could have a little dragon army coming forward. We'll see what ends up happening. But this one, worth the wait, a fun pickup, one I don't regret picking up. Just a lot of fun right here. This time back in black like a young AC/DC. But there it is. That's Stavros. Now, I always want to call him Stravros for some reason, but Stavros, the dragon, the Big Bad Toy Store exclusive. Let me know your thoughts on this one. Is it worth the pickup for you? Easy pass? You guys let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Don't forget to like this video. Always helps, as you know. Don't forget my brand new book, the original San Francisco Toy Makers ECW line. It's all in this book, hardcover, softcover edition, available on Amazon, Barnes & Noble right now if you need one. Appreciate the support there. If you want to order an autographed copy from me, I can do that. And it'll also include a nice bookmark here exclusive to that, as well as a Kyle Peterson Show sticker while supplies last. Get your sticker right here. Of course, my brand new podcast available every Tuesday wherever podcasts are found, and video cast on YouTube. Appreciate the support over there. Check out the Patreon for early access to everything we do from everything I do over there. Also just started channel memberships, so if you want to check that out as well. Dipping my toe in that with YouTube. SirPaul64 on the X, _Kyle_Peterson on Threads, Instagram, and now on TikTok. So for Stavros, I am Kyle. See you guys all real soon.